Welcome. In this tutorial, we're going to cover navigating in Foundry. Let's start on the home page. My homepage probably looks different than your homepage, and that's because you can assign custom ones for each organization so that you give each team the resources that they need front and center. On the left, we have the navigation bar. At the top, you've got a home button, which will bring you back here. Below that, we have the search button. If you click that, you can search for any dataset or analysis that you might want. So if we want to look for the dining transactions, the credit card swipes at the restaurants in our imaginary theme park, we could search for dining transactions and then get, all the relevant code repositories, datasets, things like that. There's a lot more to this search capability than we're going to be able to show in this video, so we'll cover that in a future tutorial. You can access search by hitting Control-J on your keyboard. Control-J pulls out search. Below that are notifications. So if somebody shares a dataset with you, or maybe there's a build that fails, you'll receive an email depending on how you've set that in your own personal settings, and you'll see all the notifications right here. Below that is recent, so all the recent resources you've accessed, from object types to folders to maps to code repositories. You can access them here. It's pretty handy. Below that is files. If you click on files, that will bring you to all the projects that you have access to. Here, I clicked into the Ontologize cleaning pipeline project. We take raw data, clean it up, produce good, clean datasets on the other end. Within the project, you've got different categories of files here. You could find what's in trash or things that are in the project catalog, which are endorsed resources. We'll cover that again in a future tutorial. If I click on the row that any of these resources are in, so if I click on the PySpark folder, not the link, but rather just the row that's in, I get this right-hand panel showing metadata about whatever I clicked on, when it was last updated, maybe there's a description, things like that. If you click on the lock icon, you can see the access requirements to view or edit this file. You can check what access a colleague of yours has. If you're trying to share it with someone, you can see if that's possible before giving it a try. If you click on this broadcast icon, you can see all the activity that's happened for whatever the thing is you've selected. Maybe someone's made an update to a code repository. Maybe someone's added a dataset to a folder. You can see all that activity right here. Continuing on down the left-hand sidebar, we have applications. If I click on applications, this modal pops up and you can filter all the applications available in the platform. So if I wanted to make a Jupyter notebook, I could search for that and it would appear right here. You'll notice that this star is yellow. It means I've favorited that application. Maybe I also use Contour all the time. I could favorite the Contour, which is a point-and-click analytical tool. I can favorite Contour, and then my favorite applications would appear right here. A handy way of accessing things that you use all the time. Same goes for files or datasets or analyses. Let's just go to a dataset to see how you would favorite something. Doesn't matter which dataset we pick. I'm in this dataset view right here, and at the top, I've got the star icon. If I click that, now it's a favorite, and it's going to appear in the left-hand sidebar. The last keyboard shortcut I want to leave you with is Control-O. If you're on a laptop, you don't have that much screen real estate. You may not want that sidebar open all the time, so Control-O expands and collapses it. If it's closed, now you just have the icon view, and I hit Control-O to expand it, Control-O to close it. Again, Control-J brings up search. It's a very handy way of quickly getting to things. So if I wanted to go look at all the code repositories I've got access to, I can type in code repositories, pick that entry, go down, and now I'm at the code repositories landing page. That wraps it for this basic navigation tutorial. Please let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next one.